Hi, I'm Angie A, and my current project is called RTJ, so that stands for Road to Jewels. Hashtag Road to Jewels. It's a journey that I'm on, a musical journey, and Jewels actually stands for, wait for it, drum roll, Jools Holland. Yeah, that's my aim, to actually try to get on to Jools Holland's show and perform one of my songs. I have an eclectic mix of songs, jazz influenced, jump jive, swing, that kind of thing, but I'm also soulful and I've got a reggae kind of side to me as well. This is Essex Girl Professional, and it is my comedic take of a guilty pleasure. Towie, I have to say. The only way is Essex. I was just watching one day and I was listening to the lingo, and it was just, I found it quite amusing, and especially to certain characters, the use of professional. At the time they were using it quite a lot, hence the creation of Essex Girl Professional, which is a 12-bar blues jump jive swing song, but it's encompassing references to Towie, but also the Dagenham girls. From back in the day. These are Essex girls who actually fought for equal pay for women at the time who were working at the Ford factory, and this was quite significant actually for women all around the UK, and perhaps spreading out around the world in terms of equal pay and equal rights in a way. This is why I'm wearing a red dress on one of my music videos and holding up a placard saying "We want fair pay," because that's just a reference to Dagenham girls as well. So I do, the influences for my songs, some of them anyway, are things that are going on, things that I'm concerned about or things that amuse me. This particular song, I just wrote it for me actually, but it's a few people who said, quite like that, do you know what I mean? And I do like the jump drive scene that's going on in and around London, you know? My musical influences are people like Angie Stone, Amy Winehouse, Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone. I would love to tour with somebody like Cy Cranston. He's similar in a way in terms of doing that retro kind of stuff, and I think he did a lot of busking around London before being noticed and things like that, and I think he actually had a commercial hit sometime last year. I was lucky enough to get just a nice relaxing job at Island Records. Can you believe it? The house of Bob Marley and things like that. So I was very excited to get that job. It was only on reception at the time because I was just so studied out at the time. So from there I met great musicians. I started to jam, join them on events, jam nights and things like that. And then getting really good sessions suddenly. You know, backing vocals for Olive, who got to #1 in '97 with You're Not Alone. And also did backing vocals for Shack Attack, who were coming back. So I worked with a number of established artists who gave me a really, really good learning experience, you know. And I would always recommend do the clubs. You've got to do the clubs and the pubs as an artist to fine-tune your act. When I applied for Britain's Got Talent, all I wanted to do is, first of all, just test my courage. And I just wanted to see would I melt, would I, you know, choke up there on stage. And then also I wanted to just get confirmation from a higher level really of, you know, because I was doing the pubs and clubs, people saying, oh, you're great, get on, go on X Factor, go on this. And I was thinking, do you know what I mean? But then people drink and you just don't know. So I just thought, let me just go on there and just see. It wasn't necessarily to go and win, it was just to see what feedback I'd get, you know? So once I'd signed and filled in the form, and I did the audition for the producers and things like that, and then they called me, oh, you're going to be in front of the judges now, and things like that. I thought, oh my God, what have I done? So did my song, Amy Winehouse, Love is a Losing Game. The audience, they seemed to enjoy it, and the judges. My name was Angie A at the time, and Simon Cowell was what? Angie A. He was like, look, you know how he is. Drop the silly stage name. And I thought, I found it quite amusing actually. And he goes, just be Angie, just be yourself. I thought, yeah, Angie, just be Angie. From what I would take from that experience is do continue. Don't just rely. If you are a contestant, go on these programs. What I can't stand seeing is when they say, "Oh, it's all over." No, it isn't. You carry on. You continue, and use what you've learned from it to push you forward. You know, yeah. So you can go to www.angia.co.uk or my Facebook, Angie A, Ramjam Records. Please support the hashtag Road to Jewels project if you can. That'd be fantastic. And or Twitter, find me on tweet at @1AngieA. You know, and I hope you can support the cause and buy the tune Essex Girl Professional. You know, which is a nice song. I think. Well, I like anyway. So I hope you do too, and it brings a lot of enjoyment.